Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this simple mini travel sling bag, and I've named it the Ansel travel sling. Now this sling bag is flat and lightweight, and it comes with 3 zipper pockets. 1 zipper pocket at the front, 1 zipper pocket at the back, then 1 main zipper pocket for all your larger items. Then it comes with an adjustable shoulder strap and an option to make this bag for a left-handed wearer or a right-handed wearer. It is very slim. At the same time, it takes in a lot of items and it is easy to carry around when you travel, as it will contain your essentials and you'll be able to move around hands-free, conveniently, and with peace of mind that you have all your essentials with you. You can make this bag with any material of your choice. Here I've used vinyl, a mix of pattern and plain. I have listed out the materials and hardware you need in the description of this video, but if you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new designs once they drop. Without wasting much time, let's get right into the tutorial. Now, before we get started with the tutorial, let's talk about something very important that you need to consider when cutting out your fabric and the lining, and this is called the flip rule. Remember I mentioned earlier that this sling bag can be made for a left-handed wearer and a right-handed wearer. Now, what is the flip rule? I'm going to explain using these pattern pieces right here. And once you look through each pattern piece, you will notice some of them have a star icon at the top. This star icon is a sign that you will need to apply the flip rule when cutting out your fabric using this pattern. If a pattern with a star icon is positioned in the wrong way, when you are tracing out your fabric or your lining, you will most likely end up with a fabric piece that does not match what you need that piece for. So please watch out for the star and make sure you're applying the flip rule when cutting the fabric. So let's talk about this first, and I'm going to explain the flip rule for both right-handed wearers and left-handed wearers. Now, when cutting out your exterior fabric for a right-handed wearer, you need to place your fabric wrong side up. The exterior fabric, it should be placed wrong side up like this. Then the pattern piece should also be placed wrong side up like this before cutting out. This is for a right-handed wearer. This sling bag I'm making for this tutorial is actually a custom order and it's to be made for a right-handed wearer. So as you can see, I have cut it in the same way I've explained for a right-handed wearer. For the lining piece, you should also lay it wrong side up, but this pattern will be mirrored. When I mean mirrored, it will be flipped, then placed on the lining piece like this. So this has to be mirrored. So if you are cutting this piece like this with the wrong side of the pattern up, then you have to mirror it and cut the lining piece with the pattern right side up. And as you can see, both pieces are still wrong side up. Now for this piece without the star, whichever way you want to cut it, you can place it like this. It can be right side up, it can be wrong side up. It will still give me the same piece that I need, and the same thing applies to the lining. So if you're making this bag for a left-handed person, this fabric piece, it is still going to be wrong side up. Usually we trace the pattern on the wrong side of the fabric so that the pen mark will remain on the wrong side, right? So this will still remain wrong side up, but this pattern piece will be right side up. For the right-handed wearer, it was like this, wrong side up for the pattern, but for a left-handed wearer, it will be right side up for the pattern. Just like I mentioned when explaining for the right-handed cut, I'll just flip the pattern and place it on the lining and cut. That is just what needs to be noted. All of this, I've explained it in the sewing tutorial. So if you are still a little bit confused on how to cut it and you don't want to come back to this whole video, you can check page 7 of the sewing tutorial and you will find the full details on the flip rule for both right-handed wearers and left-handed wearers. Now with all that explained, let's get into the tutorial.